On Saturday, the St. Louis Federal Reserve tweeted a preposterous tweet. They said from the Fred blog, a Thanksgiving dinner serving of poultry costs $1.42. A soybean-based dinner serving with the same amount of calories costs 66 cents and provides almost twice as much protein. I'm not making this up. This is literally what the St. Louis Fed tweeted on Saturday. And so, of course, I stepped in and I said, listen, I don't think anyone is looking for nutrition advice from a central bank. It would be easier for you all to curtail the persistently high inflation that you created rather than take on a national nutrition campaign. So we literally have central banks saying, listen, don't worry about increasing prices. Instead, what you should do is you should buy a different food that you might not have wanted previously. And if you buy that different food, not only will you get better nutritious value, but it's also cheaper to go ahead and use that for your Thanksgiving meal. This is insane. Instead of focusing on what the nutrition is or focusing on what else you could buy, the central bank has two specific mandates. Their job is to get full employment and stable prices. They do not have full employment. We have over 4.5% unemployment in the United States right now. We have 11 million open jobs. And so obviously there's a disconnect in the economy. But also we do not have stable prices. We have had persistently high 5+% CPI for the last number of months. We now are sitting at 6.2% CPI. What is the highest CPI in record in over a decade. And we continue to only see inflation going higher and higher. That's why central banks are having to post things like this. Do not go ahead and eat what you want to do on Thanksgiving. A Thanksgiving dinner serving of poultry costs $1.42, but a soybean-based dinner serving with the same amount of calories costs 66 cents and provides almost twice as much protein. This is insane. I don't want a soybean-based dinner. Instead, what I want poultry. That is what people want to eat on Thanksgiving. They should not have to change what they eat because of central bank decision. We have undisciplined monetary and fiscal policy in this country, and people are suffering. The top 55% of Americans are getting richer and richer because they hold investable assets. The bottom 45% of Americans are getting absolutely crushed. And so in order to try to curtail the impact, rather than change the monetary or fiscal policy, rather than address the actual issue, to look at this from a first principle standpoint, we have central banks that are tweeting out what you should eat, how much it costs, what the calories are, and how much protein you will receive. As I said, nobody wants their nutrition advice from a central bank. They want disciplined, predictable monetary policy from the central bank, and they'll leave the nutrition to healthcare professionals, doctors, nutritionists, and their own research. We do not want to live in a society where your diet restrictions or your diet decisions are driven by your monetary policy decisions of the appointed officials at the central bank. Instead, what we need to have clear, concise, predictable, and transparent, stable monetary policy, something that we can count on, something that does not debase the currency. If you simply do that, if you fix the monetary policy, then people won't have to change their diets. They won't have to go look for more protein, lower cost, and eat soybeans for Thanksgiving.